Dear Sunshine, here is the problem statement we are trying to address. Hardware costs have essentially bottomed out while soft costs remain sky high in the US solar market. Several software solutions have been proposed to address soft costs by speeding up the design process. None of these solutions are able to do both simple web-based proposals as well as generate a full final engineering design and permit package using a single software platform. Our team has already created a software called PVComplete. Let me give you a brief tour. PVComplete is a design tool that automates the design of solar projects. PVComplete runs in an AutoCAD environment, which will be familiar to most designers and engineers that are designing solar projects. After installing PVComplete, when you launch your AutoCAD software, this little window will pop up that has all the PVComplete custom functionality that is specifically used for designing solar projects within the AutoCAD environment. When working in PVComplete, I use native AutoCAD commands to draw objects. If I want to draw a rectangle to represent the roof of a building, I simply use the rectangle command in AutoCAD. If I want to scale the size of that roof of the building, I use the scale command in AutoCAD. Similarly, if I want to add a chimney, I use the circle command in AutoCAD. The way PVComplete knows the objects are is with something that we call a classification. So if I select this rectangle, I can classify it as a roof, and it will automatically create the layer roof for me. Within my rectangle, I can create an installation area where I want to place the PV modules and classify that as an installation area. If I have an object such as a chimney in my drawing, I can draw that, classify it as an obstruction. Importantly, I can specify the height of it, and PVComplete will automatically add it in shaded areas where we should avoid placing modules for our layout. PVComplete has a database of all the major manufacturers of solar modules. So I can select a manufacturer and a module from that database, and PVComplete knows the information about that module. In the future, we'd like to add specific mounting systems to our PVComplete software, but for now, I can specify a tilt angle, spacing east-west between modules, spacing between rows, and then if I click the layout command, the PVComplete software will automatically do the layout for me and avoid shaded areas, objects, and stay within the installation area. PVComplete also has the database of all the major inverter manufacturers. You can select the inverter and see the information about that inverter from the database, and you can insert that inverter onto your drawing. Based on the weather data that I have inputted from my site, the software knows exactly what the string length should be for that module, and it tells me I need to remove 11 or add 3 modules to my drawing. I can insert combiner boxes into my drawing. Now if I want to group these modules by strings, the software knows how to do that as well. I can select the array, and you'll see it determines a beginning and ending point for each string and numbers them for you. At this point, I can also draw wires between my combiner box and my strings, and the software automatically assigns a wire number and wire to the beginning and end of each string and calculates the length of that wire automatically. I can also draw wiring conduit between my combiner box and my inverter, which will be labeled, and the software will automatically calculate the size of that wire based on the short circuit current of all my modules and tell me what size conduit I need to fit that wire and what the length of that wire is and all the voltage drops. Basically, PVComplete is a great software tool for designers that are used to the AutoCAD environment to allow them to design solar projects much more quickly and a lot less tediously than if they were using AutoCAD environment alone. The problem with PVComplete is that it's not ideally suited to people that are working on the proposal stage who are not familiar with designing in CAD. If you want to do a quick proposal to see how many modules you can fit on a roof and get some preliminary data on what your output will be and what your payback might be on that system, to go into AutoCAD and do a full electrical design is often over. If we win the Sunshot Catalyst Award, what we'd like to do is add a web interface to PVComplete. Basically, a proposal designer or a salesperson could go into a Google Earth type format, get high resolution imagery data to do an automatic roof capture for the roof dimensions and slope and azimuth. Do a very similar automated array layout that we've done here in AutoCAD, but to do it on the web-based platform that's easily used, even by unskilled designers. Now this type of interface to automatically pull up roof data from Google Earth has been done before. What's unique about our proposed solution is then that data would automatically get sucked into our AutoCAD PVComplete environment. So when the designer goes from the initial proposal stage to final design, he doesn't have to redo all the array layout and input all the information about the solar project into AutoCAD. It'll automatically populate the PVComplete interface and allow the design to flow through much faster. We are very good at writing software within the AutoCAD environment. We're less experienced at writing web-based interfaces using Google Earth, and this is where the services of Topcoder could really help us put on a user-friendly front end that allows us to automatically pull in building data into our software and expand our target audience.